Hello my treasures, it's time for another mercenary video, and this time we're going to try to make our opponents choke on these nuts with a dragons. Essentially behind this build we're having a family reunion between the Black Dragon fight. We have the big daddy Deathwing himself, the big old mommy Sinestra, and then their two children's Nefarian and Onyxia. We probably could have also shoved in Rathian and Kazakis, though I think this is probably the better way to do it. And I know Deathwing isn't the strongest mercenary in the world, but I really wanted to cover him at least once on the channel. For the Mercenary by Mercenary Breakdown, we are going to be using a Deathwing with Heart of the Unliving as his equipment, mainly using him for Claws of Terror. However, if your opponent is an attack-based team, Elemental Armor can come up. Nefarian is the second mercenary on the team. We are using spare parts as his equipment to increase the survivability of all of our mercenaries, mainly using him for Draconoid Rush. Onyxia is the third mercenary with Broodmother's Rage, where for the most part, turn 1 you're going to be using her first ability, and then swapping between Deep Breath and Cleanse the Nest on most other turns. Sinestra is the fifth mercenary on the team, using a Mana Brooch as her equipment, swapping between Mana Barrier and Twilight Extinction. Yu'lon is the fifth mercenary with Pearl of Yu'lon to reduce the damage taken by our dragons. Finally, we have Yulong Shin as the final mercenary on the team, using Band of Bursting Novas as their equipment. Now, with that all being said, let's look at some games. Okay, so mostly casters. Let's see what they have in store for us. This doesn't actually give us too good of a insight of what it could be. I'm assuming it's going to be some type of like Arcane, maybe. Okay, Khadgar, Nimzi, and Localar. Okay, Localar is kind of interesting. Now, Khadgar and Nimzi. Well, the good thing is we only have one mercenary that is quicker, and we probably won't. Well, we could have two mercenaries that are quicker than Localar, but we're only going for the one attack that is quicker. Oh shit, they actually I expected them to go for the AoE freeze or root. It's kind of interesting. All right, so that'll make everything AoE. The next turn, the local R will be weakened a little bit, though we still have to get through this. All right, let's use the Deep Breath. I kind of want you to use Shadow Flame here, because in theory it should just be able to get everything. Okay, so they're really focusing on trying to keep that Boggy alive. That's actually an interesting, different strategy that you don't see that often. Right, that's going to be some AoE damage there, some damage there, and some more there. Right, oh, hey, it hit exactly where we wanted it to. Then even more damage there. I am sad that that doesn't actually scale with the fire damage that we have, but whatever. All right, how do we want to do this? I think we're going to attack into local R. I know we... let's just... I need to get rid of local R. I don't really want to not use the big AoE, but local R needs to go bye-bye. Hopefully Sinestra doesn't die here, though. Of course, they slowed us somehow. All right, so... Oh, right, they didn't slow us. We slowed ourselves. All right, Twilight Extinction, going after Khadgar after Local R. Probably should have attacked into Local R. Oh, we did, but first I meant heal up a little bit. Nice thing here is we're going to heal up for even more. Not going to be even on Nefarian, but it does protect our other two mercenaries, which is really nice. Now, we're probably going to heal on Onyxia, and then we're probably going to heal... I kind of want to heal Nefarian. That's an interesting bench. I'm kind of curious. So really their build is keep Boggy alive as long as humanly possible. That's fine. It's a little bit annoying, but that's fine. So hopefully, we should have targeted Sinestra. So we prevented the taunt, which is really nice. So I think Biggles is probably going to be what we need to get rid of next. Could make AoE everything. That would be funny, but I think Biggles. We could also increase the attack on something, but I think this is probably the safest option. I know technically speaking, AT is probably the target that we want to remove because that is scaling up Boggy to absurd heights. I'm actually kind of shocked that they're not running a Zoth of Mercenaries on the bench. So get some more AoE out, gets rid of the 2 kitty cats so they don't scale. The taunt is back up, do some more AoE. Alright, do we have enough damage on board? Finish them off. We can attack into this. That should AoE everything. We're going to want to swap Onyxia and Longshin because I'd rather them hit Longshin than Onyxia, to be honest. I'm assuming they'll probably try to hit into Onyxia. And it also increases her attack or HP. Hey, it did actually scale. That's great. Oh, right. It gives the damage on the next turn, not the same turn. That was me misunderstanding that. Of course, it gets sniped out of existence. So we should be able to finish them off, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, time for our favorite bot, King Angel, using a Trigore. Now, Trigore is probably one of the the worst mercenaries for this team just because of Onyxia's equipment. If you know you're facing him a lot, maybe just swap to a different equipment. It also depends on like how lucky you get where Mukla's bananas go. Because we should get some AoE here. The funny thing here, though, too, is their dragons dying actually heal us up a little bit, which is actually pretty funny. And it also, oh, it doesn't trigger Onyxia, which is annoying, but it would be cool if it did. Okay, so he's gone, which probably means that Onyxia is going to be gone too. Okay, so how do we want to do this? I think I'm going to put down Longshin and Yu'lon because they're attack based. So if we use Yu'lon's first ability, then we can swap with one of the little golems. And I don't know why I'm attacking that. I should be attacking Mukla. Hit that. Because in theory, I'm assuming they're probably going to try to go after Longshin with Nefarian, and this will protect. And it does, since we were going to be slower anyways. Then we heal up a little bit. All right, their bench, I'm trying to remember, it's Longshin, Millhouse, Tronde. So if we get rid of Millhouse next, we're in a decent position. Because Mukla should die from just attacking into something. Longshin is going to have protection, which is annoying, but it is what it is. We also heal up a little bit. Then we'll take some damage from here. That's fine. Please don't hit into Nefarian. Perfect. Okay, now we just have to deal with the bench, which is going to be Tronde and Longshin. Now, that's not the easiest combo to deal with, but it's a lot easier than Millhouse when they double up on Millhouse's third ability. Right, let's try to get rid of their token. We'll buff everything else up. Use that. Perfect. It hit exactly where we wanted it to. Then they're going after there. Keep on hitting that, please. Alrighty. Now we just have to deal with Long Shin. And this should do it. Maybe not this turn, maybe next turn. Alright, so, 3 casters. That's kind of interesting. It's old gods that they're not using Maestra. That's interesting. Okay, so the funny thing is they'll probably actually put a taunt on Yasharaj, which means we'll actually gain a little bit of attack on Onyxia. Though if he survives, we're probably screwed on our board. Alright, so we're not going to be quicker here. We're going to try to heal and hopefully get Yasharaj killed. I'm assuming, well, at least we heal up a little bit and then do a little bit of damage. Yeah. At least we're prevented Nazoth from going off, I guess. We heal up. We can put Sinestra and Long Shin, I guess. Zach is one of the only missing black dragons on this team. Alright, let's cleanse the nest and then use star. We could use Among the Stars too. No, let's just try to do some damage here. It's automatically guaranteed how much damage per turn because of Nazoth. Perfect. Well, I mean, Nazoth is gone now, but at least we got the 3 Whelplings, which represents what? 21 damage? Ooh. Sylvanas might be a problem. Well, we can probably going to just attack into Sylvanas. Use Breath. We probably should use Mana Barrier on Long Shin. Because I have a theory that they're probably going to hit into Long Shin with Cthulhu. It does make us a little bit slower on it, so we might not actually be able to snipe the Sylvanas, but that should be fine. Putting up a taunt wall. Maybe we should have attacked into... Okay, so that was... Well, that AoE's everything. And now all we have to deal with is good old Cthulhu. Gonna heal up a little bit and then use Elon's for stability and then just rinse and repeat basically. Right. Okay, even split. Oh, hey, it's our good friend Elephant, so it's probably going to be Frost if I had to guess. Yes, it is. I mean, at least I get to still see a little bit of Frost or some variety because people are still, for some weird reason, bodying this game mode. I get it when, maybe for XP for the Battle Pass, but it's still a weird concept to me. But at least it's variety. At least the bots don't have the same build as each other. I remember when they all were using Frost. Really thinking about using Infusion. We don't necessarily need it is the problem. But it can restore HP to Nefarian if we use it here. We still should have lethal on local R if we win the speed tie. Please win the speed tie. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. The kill it worked out perfectly for us. Heal up a little bit. Okay. I think at this point Sinestra is probably the safest bet. They're probably going to put down Cairn would be the next Merc, I would guess. If we can get Jaina done next, that would be really nice. But we do also kind of want to trigger at least the equipment on Cairn. And we get a dragon for free, which is always nice. we're actually in a super good position here because we should be able to finish off literally everything, all the Mercs on their team. On a deep breath. Yeah, get rid of everything here, and then all we have to deal with is Sinestra and Diablo on the bench. I really did miss an opportunity this week of not using Diablo. I thought about it after I came up with this build. I should have done something with Diablo because Diablo's release. I remember when Dragonflight came out, I tried to make dragon themed decks for the week. Actually, no, I didn't try to. I just happened to. Right, let's go after Diablo first. Sinestra doesn't do any damage right away. That's why I'm not caring about her at all right now. But the Flame Stomp could be a problem, and haha, we did it. Alright, so... Oh, even split. What does that mean for us, though? Oh! Arcane. That's not going to be fun. Well, I'm pretty sure 2 of our attacks aren't going to go through. We also probably should just focus down Khadgar. I know I'm attacking into Medivh, but they are scaling up with the Medivh, which could, in theory, become a problem if we don't get rid of him quickly. So they're going after Nefarian first, and then, of course, they're going to do that. We'll still get the summon, I'm pretty sure, if I remember right. Yeah. And then they still take the AoE damage, which is great. Gonna try to get Khadgar gone here. Gonna heal up. Hopefully this will be enough damage. Alright, we're breathing in deeply here. There goes Deathwing. That is fine. I don't know where I was going. Then the AoE. Then more AoE. And then goodbye, Khadgar. Then we put down Sinestra. We can heal up the Nefarian with her. Alright, so their bench should be Sylvanas? No. Ysera, Bane, and Tyrande. Right. Then we can try to get rid of Blink Fox. Keep up Nefarian if we can. This also might get Sinestra killed. There are a lot of games where I try to keep Nefarian up with Sinestra and it just backfires. So there we go. No, we don't. All right, let's get rid of that totem. And then we can try to go after Bane. I think actually, yeah, that's probably the safest option. That's going to go there. I've really miscalculated there a little bit. It's funny that they're duplicating that, though, because that doesn't actually do anything against us. And they'll AoE everything. Most of our Mercs will die. Then everything will heal up. Long Shin actually is put in a really good position here. Let's hope this actually gets rid of at least 2 of them. I don't mind keeping Tyrande up last. Keeping her up last may or may not be a mistake, but like if we get rid of the 2 targets for the doubling, should be in a better position. Perfect. Doesn't matter what we hit there. We're getting real low on Long Shin. We don't really want that to happen. That should go over there, then wham there. Oh, we almost had lethal. Okay. All right, attack into Tyrande. I'm hoping we're quicker. I know we're probably not going to be, but I really do hope we're quick. Here we go. Haha. Alright, now that we're through the game, so let's discuss my final thoughts of the build. Overall, this build actually held up pretty decently. I didn't expect Deathwing to do much within the team. However, I can't think of a better Merc team to try him out than in a full-blown Dragon 1. Which doesn't technically mean he is the best mercenary in the team, but he at least serves a purpose as he can protect your other mercenaries if you really do need a taunt against something that is attack base. Since most of the damage and survivability is going to be coming from Nefarian and Onyxia, this is a really key role for such a team. And speaking of survivability, you'll be shocked of how well this team can survive. through Nefarian, Sinestra, and Yuan, you'll have 3 ways to keep your mercenaries alive while you're also doing a bunch of damage to your opponent, thus allowing you to have a really easy time against a lot of the meta matchups. Overall though, this is actually a pretty decent build for y'all to try out, especially if you've been looking for a way to use a Deathwing, as he is a very underutilized merc within the game mode. Now, like always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye bye.